Hello everybody, this is Dead for here. Anyway, let's get on to this. Sorry if you hear any background noise, my brother is sleeping in the background. Let's get on with the what if. This is part 15, right? What if Deku was Dream part 15, I believe? Yes. Anyway, last time we left off, Izuku met the rest of Phil's family. They had dinner, and they went to bed. Izuku woke up the next day, picked up his bed, and put it back in his pocket. Because, you know, inventory. Fit literally anything in your pockets. Moving on. Izuku got up to notice that Philza was up and made himself some coffee. Don't ask me how he made coffee. They don't really have electricity there, so I don't know how he would make coffee. Because I don't know how you make coffee without a coffee machine. So don't ask me. As Izuku goes up to the table and sits down, Philza says, "Hi, how's it going?" And Izuku says, "It's doing fine." Izuku asks how long they lived out there, because I don't think he asked that yet. And Philza said he's been living out here for a real long time. Longer than he can remember. And Izuku asks how long have the rest of them been here. And Philza says ever since they were born. Izuku's like, oh, okay. So yeah. About 30 to an hour passes. Everyone else kind of just like wakes up. He comes downstairs. They all have breakfast. And during breakfast, Technoblade tells Izuku, "Hey, Dream, do you want to spar?" And Izuku's like, sure. And Technoblade's like, cool. Cool. Meet you out there in 10. Okay. Because they're still eating. You know. Technoblade finishes up his food. Washes his dishes, and then goes back upstairs to get ready for the sparring, because he can't really carry everything in one pocket, you know. So yeah. Anyway, 10 minutes pass. Izuku meets Techno outside, and they continue to spar. There's not really much detail to this other than they both use pretty much just swords, and they were pretty evenly matched, but Technoblade had the upper hand because he has more experience than Izuku. He's been doing this since Techno has been doing this since he was 3. Izuku's been doing it since he was 4. But yet Izuku did live in a harder area to live in because there's a lot more mobs there in the area that he lived in. But still, Technoblade had more experience. So Izuku ended up losing by the end of it. Wilbur and Tommy and Philza were all watching, making sure none of them killed each other, you know. So yeah. Hold up, real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Someone like knocked or like something fell or something. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Fuck. Anyway, moving on. As everyone went on with their day, Izuku would come along with some of them to see what they did. Tommy usually went out to mine. Wilbur would work on the food stock, and then Technoblade would usually kill the rest of the mobs that were near the house, all in the morning. And Philza would usually hang out in a different, like a shed, I guess you can say, outside the house, that had a furnace in there where he would forge weapons and armor. By noon, Technoblade comes and joins Philza. Tommy also, once he gets gets more material such as bronze, iron, pretty much anything they can find. And fucking Wilbur still works on the food stock, pretty much. I don't know what he would do afterwards. In the afternoon, they would all get ready to eat. This is the 6th day, so Izuku has to leave on the 7th to go back to UA. As in the afternoon, they usually all just stay inside and work on projects inside, or just hang out or just kind of, be there. And after that, Izuku would, by night, they would all go to bed, and then Izuku would leave the next morning, telling them that he's going to leave because he has to head back They all wish him farewell because they all kind of got along with each other, somewhat, So yeah. Anyway, Izuku pretty much just goes through the forest, back to the city, and back to UA. He gets back to the dorms, and pretty much it's by the time he gets back, what time would it be? Somewhere close to noon. Yeah, somewhere close to noon. So no one was really there. So Izuku just kind of went into his room and just worked on things in there. Oh, I know what fucking Wilbur would do. He would brew some potions during the noon, and then Izuku just brew potions and pretty much just kind of looked at everything he had and did really nothing for the rest of the time, other than sometimes just going out to go punch some trees, which Izuku has gotten very much stronger than last time. I forgot how long it takes for him to punch down a tree. I think I made it 30 minutes, so now I'm gonna say it's 25 minutes for him to punch down a tree. No, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. No, 25. 25. Yeah, 25 minutes to just punch down a tree of the same thickness of the rest of them. So yeah, Hazuki would harvest the wood, yada yada yada. Hazuki really had nothing to do, so I don't know what to tell you other than he just waited. So yeah. It goes into the afternoon, kind of almost to nighttime, but just afternoon. Everyone else starts coming back from their internships. As Azuki is just sitting there in the living room. Well, not living room, the lobby. Kind of minding his own business. Uraraka comes in. He's like, hey, Azuki, and then gets pushed out of the way by Kripa. And he's like, Azuku! As she runs up and hugs Azuku. Azuku hugs her back and says, how's it been? Kripa asked where he was all this time because, as I said, he never went back to the dorms during the fuck. Why can't I only remember, why can't I ever remember words? The internships. Because he just kind of slept outside. He just kind of like slept in that forest. So yeah. Azuki's just said, I was out in the forest killing some things. Bakugo comes up and is like, because as I said, there's a little forest next to them. He's like, yeah, you're just killing pigs and cows and other stuff, like sheep. And Izuku just said, no, actually, I went outside the castle walls, and not castle, city walls, and, went around killing mobs. As Bakugo is like, yeah, right. And Izuku's like, do you want proof? Izzy like pulls out a zombie head. Here's your proof. And everyone looks at it like, oh, God. Because none of them been outside the wall. They know about the things. And they do have, since they are heroes, they will have to, at some point, protect the wall when it's in danger, when stuff comes by to break it. Anyway, sorry about that. My brother was, like, making noise. Moving on, where was I? So, yeah. Anyway, Izuku kind of just, like, everyone kind of just gets back and just starts relaxing again as night falls, and Izuku brings Kripa to his room, and they kind of just sleep next to each other. Because, Izuku's like, I didn't get to hold you for a week. This is me just recharging my batteries. Something real cheesy, Being real cheesy. Ow, fuck, I popped my goddamn kneecap. Jesus Christ, does my brother snores that goddamn loud? Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Izuku and Kripa and Suzuku kind of just like cuddle up, and sleep for the night. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. Bye. I don't mean to fucking press that shit. Bye, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye.